Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cyclones offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Cyclones will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikov award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
He'll do it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. That's caught, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
It's complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bruins are on the move.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. He'll take a shot, and that one is picked off in the end zone.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's the pressure. The sure hands, it's Flores. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on third down. This time he's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Flores. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost him.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.